What's going on, everyone? It's Andy with the Birdcage Brigade, and today I have my cousin Angel. Cousin. With who do we got here?
We got Slim Shady.
Slim Shady himself, Enel, and one of the spiciest deck profiles I've seen. So we're here to give it to you, cousin. Give us the spice.
All right, so the deck build that I have is mainly based off of trying to put all of your opponent's stuff into life, so that way you can KO everything once you're able to play your big bodies.
That's some nasty work.
And everybody hates it, but I like it. It's my guilty pleasure.
All right, so what do you got for us?
To start off, I got 4 of the Flampes. It's an easy play on your turn 1, or if you're going second, especially if you're going to do a mirror match. You're going to want to get yourself down to 2 life or to 1 life, so that way you can start doing your removal once you get to your 9 costs.
Alrighty.
I play 3 of the Shirahoshi. This is the blocker. Really good against black because if they try to KO it, then you get to heal. Mm-hmm. I only play 3 because I only own 3 because they're kind of expensive right now. Sure. But yeah, so I got 3 of those. I play 3 of the beige. You got to play 3. Yeah, I'm sorry. I play 4 of the beige. You got to play 4 of them. This will win you games. I've won so many games just because I get him out of life. It saves you. It definitely comes in handy.
For sure.
Now, from the set of OPO 9, I think this is one of the best cards that have come out for that set, especially for this deck, is this Kuzan.
The Admiral.
You play him out, and you place a 3 cost or less into their life, and your opponent has to trash a card. That is an insane play.
Oh, yeah.
This is like getting rid of a weenie Gadatsu, and it'll set you up for your future plays.
For sure.
So that way you can start accumulating your opponent's life so you can start KOing stuff later. I'm on 4 of the Frankie. I've seen lists that run only 3, but I'm on 4. I like him at 4. He's a good 2K. I'm able to trigger him off of life whenever I'm at 2 going to 1 or 1 going to 0. I play 3 of the Monkey D. Luffy's.
Nice.
I got 2 of the Cool Arts.
There we go.
And 1 of that one.
Yeah.
I play 3 of him. I've seen lists run him at 4, but I think 3 is okay. Because you don't want to see him too much. I would honestly rather see this one, which is the 5 Kasanami.
Oh yeah.
I would rather see her, so that way I trash him instead.
For sure.
It's pretty standard play.
Okay.
And if your curve is going right and you're able to place your opponent's characters into their life, then your Gadatsu is going to come in handy so well. I'm able to play if I can play 1 of him out in my 5 or 6 dawn turn, I'll play it out. And if I can have maybe 1 or 2 in the late game, if my opponent has accumulated life, if they have 7, 8 life, it could KO a dragon.
It feels real bad.
It could KO a Hody.
Yeah, for sure.
It could KO 8 cost less, 9 cost less, depending on how high you can get your opponent's life to be. I have 1 of the Russian L.
Okay.
You never know when you're going to need him. He doesn't come up very often, but whenever I do see him, he gets me an extra attack out whenever I want to put extra pressure.
For sure.
And then for the high end, it's a standard. It's standard. It's 4 of the 8 cost Katakuri.
Very nice.
I got 4 of the 9 cost Yamatos. Your opponent's life at the end of the game is probably 7, 8 if you're putting everything into their life. And this KOs every single thing that they could play out.
For sure.
For sure. And I try to hold these. I'll try to play out my Katakuris first before I play out my Yamatos. If I know that my opponent is starving me and they're going to keep me at 3, 2 life, and I have a Yamato to play out, I don't care. I'll play her out. Because once you get to your full 10 dawn turns, you're going to be able to heal anyways with this.
Yeah.
And so Yamato, if they're trying to starve you, fine. Let them starve you. KO something that's accumulated with your opponent and yours. You can probably KO something higher. And then for my events, I'm on 4 of the 0 cost. I was thinking about putting it at 3 and then maybe adding in an Amaru or something like that. I do see it coming out a lot in the late game whenever I need it to counter out with my Enel if I don't need him, or with a Katakuri or a Yamato I'm not going to play.
All right.
And then I have 4 of the Raigos.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is my deck profile. So starting game, You want to see your Kuzans, put their little weenie players into their life, start accumulating them up. And then once you get your Namis out, you can KO what they have on the board. Gadatsu, KO something on the board. Then you can get to your Katakuri, remove something from the board. You want to pretty much establish a body and be able to get rid of something on your opponent's side at the same time. If you can do that, then you're golden. You're always going to have a body on the board. You're going to be able to find yourself in positions where you don't have to commit any Don to anything. You could just poke, and you could just keep poking stuff, and then removing stuff from the board, KOing something from the board. Nice. And yeah, that's pretty much the build, and then that's how I play it.
Alrighty, cousin.